Hey there, Facebook, my Facebook family and friends. This is your one and only Queen Deesh here. So I wanted to do a public service announcement. It came to me because I do a prayer call. Me and Lori Woodruff, we do a prayer call Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you go to my podcast or you go on my page, any of my pages, you will see the replays posted. We do that for you all. Unfortunately, this week, a lot of people, I've been made aware that a lot of people have attempted to take their lives. A lot of people have actually taken their lives, and some people have passed away. Hey, Gabby. And it's really, really discouraging. It's really disheartening. It's discouraging. And it was really, I don't say completely difficult for me to do the prayer call, but I did mention when I was doing the prayer call that, I was trying not to break down because, all of you have gifts and talents that you're supposed to share with this world. And if you knew just how powerful you really are, if you knew the magnitude of who you are, that you're a beautiful being of God, that you're perfect right here, right now, and that you just need to get out there and be your authentic self and just take that first step and do it, you have no idea whose life that you can save. People need hope. People need hope and people need encouragement. And that's what we do the prayer call for. But I'm also an author, a poet, and an international speaker. So I'm very much into, of course, women's empowerment and men, because I recently released the Kings Don't Settle poetry book for men. It is specifically for men because men need love as well. And so it was just in me, it came to me to just do a Facebook Live really quickly to just remind you all that you're a miracle. Like you guys, you yourself, you're a miracle. Like you're a miracle. You are here on earth at this time for a reason. And that means that like you have something inside of you. You have goals, you have talents, you have abilities, you have gifts that God has given you that the world needs to see. And you're sitting there not thinking you're good enough, or not thinking you're pretty enough, or not thinking that like you're enough. And I'm just here to tell you that you are. I specifically am doing this Facebook Live with no makeup, just to show you guys, like, no makeup. I have on a little lip gloss, but that's it. Yes. And you guys, most of you guys know that I model as well. And I'm a pageant title holder. Yes. I have on no makeup. And you know why? Because the message and what I want to get to you guys is more important than that. I don't need to have makeup on. Like I'm enough. I don't have to have makeup on. I don't need that. I love myself and I believe that I'm beautiful and I don't have to have makeup on. And I say the same thing for you all. Queens, my ladies, my beautiful ladies, you don't have to have makeup on. Like you're a gift. You're a miracle right now, whether you have makeup on, whether you don't have makeup on. Okay? That has nothing to do with it. It's your heart. It's your heart. It's your heart. And the fact that you want to make a difference and that you can make a difference. And so please, like people are losing hope. People are losing hope. They're checking out, like they're giving up. And I'm trying not to go. I feel it coming, but I've got to get to work. So I just wanted to make this quick. But like, you guys have no idea who's listening. You have no idea who's watching, who's paying attention. But trust and believe, people are watching. Some people don't like and comment on your posts, but that does not mean that they're not watching. Okay, you are inspiring someone, and one person, just one person. I love you. I love you right back, Gabby. One person. If you just inspire one person, you could potentially save that person's life. You could potentially save that person's life. You have no idea what somebody's going through. Because like I mentioned on the prayer call, depression, I had to learn. I mean, I didn't know, but through someone else and having gone to an event and someone speaking about it, you know, depression isn't always someone walking around crying and looking sad. No, depression, for example, is someone who's smiling and, you know, like this, and you would never know. You would never know that that person is, you know, battling what they're battling. You would never know that. You have no idea what somebody's going through, you know? And so please, like, please don't delay on your gifts, your talents, your dreams, your goals, whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that God gave you to give to this world. Know that you're enough. Know that you are enough right here, right now. You're enough. You're more than enough. Like I said, no makeup, nothing. Like I'm just here, because that's what's most important. The content, the message. Do you think people who need encouragement and empowerment are worried about, oh, well, you know, she's a model and she doesn't have makeup on? Like, are you serious? No, people who are thinking about checking out are looking for something. They're looking for someone to give them hope and encouragement, something positive. They're looking for inspiration. They're looking for something that says, you know what, I matter. And so I just want to give you the public service announcement. If nobody else does it today, I want you to know that you matter. You matter. You matter. You are important. You are a miracle. You yourself. Yes, you, and anybody else watching the replay of this Facebook Live. And I'm going to post it on my YouTube. You are important. You matter. Your gifts, your talents, your abilities, your goals, your dreams, your heart's desires. You matter. You matter. You are important right here, right now. Do not let people who have given up on themselves deter you from your goals and dreams. Don't let the dream killers, you know, stop you. Just get around different people. Get around the right people. Pray for that. You know, I don't know what some of you do, but pray for that. Pray for that. You know, whatever your source is, ask that source for guidance. Ask that source, I'm just going to say God, ask God to guide you to the right people. Ask God to bring the right people into your life to help you accomplish your goals and dreams. But you have to start. Like, you have to start, because your gift and your talent is tied to somebody else. Like, your gift that God gave you, your talents, your abilities, they're tied to someone else. And so there's someone else that's waiting on you. There's someone else that's probably watching you that you're not aware of. They're waiting for you to be your authentic self, for you to start that business, for you to do whatever it is that you're supposed to do or called to do. They're waiting on you because you are going to inspire them. That's what you're here for. All of you have a purpose. You have a purpose. You have a purpose, and you have to know. You have to know that you're important and that you matter and that you're enough right now. So you cannot delay anymore. Like, people are taking their lives left and right. And unfortunately, you know, we're losing people as well. People are passing away, but people are taking their lives. They're giving up. They're losing hope. And, you know, you have no idea whose life you can change. And so I just want you to remember that you're enough. You're more than enough right here, right now. And as long as you have the desire, you have the heart and the desire to be a blessing, to help someone, to uplift someone, you know, as long as you have that desire, like, that's all that matters. The fact that it's coming from a good place within yourself, you know, to help the world, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. And so please do not delay on your gifts, your talents, your abilities, your goals, your dreams. Like, take the first step. If you haven't taken the first step, take the first step. Just take the first step. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to know everything, like, out of the gate. You build the plane as you fly. Like, you take your steps, and then you'll draw stuff to you, and, you know, stuff will come together, and you'll figure it out. Like, you will figure it out. Every successful person did not know how they were going to do it, but they did know that they were going to do it. And so they just kept taking and putting one foot in front of the other. And that's all you have to do, my beautiful people. That's all you have to do, queens and kings. That's all you have to do. Just show up. Show up. 80% of it It's just showing up. So show up. Show up for yourself and show up for the people that need you, your voice, your gifts, your talents, whatever it is. And it's no matter how small it is, although it's not small, okay? Your gift is not small. No matter how small it is, okay, what you may perceive as small, it's big, and it's big to someone. And so someone needs it. Someone needs you. Someone needs you. So please be encouraged to get out there and be yourself, be who God called you to be. Get out there and just put one foot in front of the other and just pray and ask God to help you and give you what you need and who you need, and just go, because time is going. You know, time is going. You don't know when your last breath is going to be. You just don't know. You don't know. And I read a quote, a meme. I think it was a newsletter, but I copied just the portion that was talking about the urgency of your goals and dreams. Like, are your goals and dreams urgent? You know, you have no sense of urgency. You have no idea, you know, when your time is up, but you're acting like you just have all this time in the world, and you don't. You don't. Time flies by. We all know that. Like, time flies by. And the next thing you know, you look up and 20 years have passed by and you're still talking about, oh, I wish I would have. Oh, you know, I'll start tomorrow. And tomorrow keeps another year. Tomorrow turns into year after year after year. No. You are a miracle. You are a miracle, okay? You are a miracle, and you can be a blessing to someone right now. Not when you're a millionaire, not when you're at the pinnacle of your career, but right now, even just from you taking the first step, that alone can encourage somebody to take their first step. You see what I mean? So again, your blessings, you and your gifts and talents are tied to other people. So don't just sit on them. Don't just sit on them, okay? God gave you your gifts and talents for a reason, and that's to give to us, to give to the world, to share with other people, to help uplift, encourage, inspire, and empower others. So do not delay. You have no idea who's watching, who needs you, and who you can be a blessing to, and whose life that you can absolutely save. Even if you don't know them, you don't know whose life that you can save. Exactly. Hey, Juan, exactly. Step out on faith, you know, take the first step. Take the first step. That's what Martin Luther King said, Dr. Martin Luther King. You don't have to see the whole staircase. You don't have to do all of that. You just have to take the first step. And so I encourage you, love yourself. Know that you're worthy and deserving of all of your heart's desires, and you're worthy and deserving of whatever it is that you want. Your goals, your dreams, everything that you may have written down, that you have on your vision board, that you're thinking of. Because the fact that you're even thinking about it and you have images in your mind about it means that you have the ability to accomplish it. You have the ability to get to it, okay? You may have to take some action. You have to take some action and do some things. You may have to learn some different abilities, some different skills. You may have to do that, but you have the ability to accomplish it. The fact that you can already visualize yourself there and see it means that you have the capacity to fulfill it, okay? So you don't know who's watching, you don't know whose life you can save, but my God, I'm telling you, you can. And so do not delay, do not live a life completely engulfed into fear and never ever taking a chance on yourself, never betting on yourself, and never taking that first step. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to the world. Like, you owe it to yourself. God gave it to you for a reason. You owe it to yourself to be all that you can be, because you're worthy. You're worthy and you're worth it and you deserve it. And God put you here for a reason. And you have so many people that will be inspired and encouraged from you doing what you're called to do. Okay, so again, you don't know whose life you can save. You know, what a tragic thing to hear so many people feeling like, you know, they had to attempt to commit suicide, you know, and some of them actually succeeded. Yeah, what a tragic, it's really sad. So that's why I'm saying you have got to start. You guys, you've got to get out there. Like, forget about the perfection. I'm guilty of the perfectionist syndrome too. But like, we've got to get out there. Like, people are losing hope. And we've got to get out there. We've got to get out there and do what we're called to do and be who God created us to be, so we can help people and give people hope and inspiration and change people's lives. Okay, so I love you queens, I love you kings. Again, the prayer call, Lori and I do it. It's Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you just go to my timeline and scroll down a little bit, you will see the links to the replays that both she and I do, because we both post it. It's posted on both of our timelines. I also have the ones that I do specifically on my podcast. I have just mine because I didn't want to try to like clog it up too much. But so I at least post the ones that I do on my podcast. You can of course go and I ask you to subscribe to my YouTube page as well. I normally post the videos on my YouTube page. YouTube is just Dixon, DeshDixon. But the podcast is on Anchor, iTunes, and Spotify. The podcast is called Queens Don't Settle. Queens Don't Settle. So if you go to iTunes, just put in, or Apple, whatever, iTunes, Queens Don't Settle, and it'll come up. Same thing for Spotify. It's on something else, but I forgot what it's called. But the main ones, Anchor, Spotify, and iTunes, is called Queens Don't Settle. So in addition, of course, to the prayer calls that I do, I have other podcasts on there that I'm sure will benefit some of you. And so please, like, take what you need. Like, that's what it's here for, and share it. I ask you, please share it. Like, I am an empowerment speaker. I'm more than happy to serve. So if you have some events coming up, women organizations, or even some of the men organizations, like please let me know, reach out to me. I've self-published 3 books. If you go right to my website, like the podcast, the YouTube page, all of that is on there. It might just be easier, so you can just click from there. It's queensdon'tsettle.com. My website is queensdon'tsettle.com. And you'll scroll down and see all of the links to my books, the podcast, and my YouTube page. Okay, so I love you. I absolutely love you. And you should love yourself and just be the perfectly imperfect, beautiful, wonderful, phenomenal, perfect creation of God that you are, and just go out there in the world and be your authentic self and do what you know God told you to do, and what he called you to do, because we're waiting. The world is waiting, and we need you, and you're worthy and you're deserving of it. And like I said, once you start taking action, things will show up for you. Like the people, everything will start to like kind of come together, but you've got to take the steps first. You have to take the action. So don't just sit and think about it and dream about it and wish. No, you have to actually physically do something. You have to take the action. You've got to move, okay? Because miracles happen in movement. They happen in movement, okay? So you've got to move, okay? But I love you, my beautiful people. Oh, I love you. Another reminder that you're great, you're phenomenal, you're enough, and you are a miracle. Because you're here on earth, right here, right now. Yes, you are important, you matter, and you yourself are a miracle, okay? You are a miracle, and don't ever forget that, okay? I love you. Guys, have a phenomenal weekend, phenomenal rest of your day, but a phenomenal weekend, okay? Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.